Okay.
Real hot like that?
Yeah, well, that's one thing about drying the rice out good. They don't
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Wait, let me... You know what I should have done, Susie? Dug out all of those recipes. All my rice recipes. Like a book on.
Okay. Okay, now this here procedure goes, maybe you have to turn that 10 or 15 minutes until it gets brown. And of course, then after this here gets the light brown color as you want it, then it's taken out, and then we put it in a box, and it's ready for dehulling, and we go into a dancing stage. Then this here will take about 10 minutes to get that brown though. Quite a lot of time involved in this wild rice. I mean, you just can't go about in a hurry up way. I mean, if your fire gets too hot, you're gonna, as you hear pop in there now, that's what usually happens. So you just got to keep on stirring it around. The hotter the fire goes, the faster you turn it. But that's one thing about drying out your rice good, and it doesn't take too long to parch. Then it's less parching time, because this here is our method of doing it. I don't know how other people do it, but this here is how we do it. We just don't. Some people just as they take it off from the lake, they put it right in a tub like that and then parch it out. It doesn't do the drying procedure. I think is very important. You can hear the pop in there now. I mean, that's what we found. The drier your rice is, the easier it is to parch. You can see it's turning color now. The light brown, see it? You always kick it on the side there. Yeah, you're getting that too hot. Huh? Yeah, it's almost about done. See how it's turning there? Oh, that's yeah. See how it's popped? See it?
I always put that paddle under my arm and go like that.
Yeah. See, it doesn't take too long when that's. Yeah, when the fire is hot, and it just does a good job. That's why I really think that drying rice out on the canvas like that and drying it good. The parching time is really, it doesn't take too long then. Okay, then after this procedure, then we'll go over to the dancing tub.
You want to fan this?
Yeah, we'll have to fan that out first. Okay.
Sure. Well, wait till she says when now.
Be a couple of fans, a couple of baskets we'll have to put in there.
Well, isn't that fanned out there?
No, not that. Not in that thing there. He started on it.
Well, just use a little bit and put it in there, that's all. You ready, Dorothy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that comes out.
Yeah, well, this is the next step that we do. I said, now he's fanning the rice again, and you see a lot of empty stuff coming out.
what wasn't fanned out from before. Also, the black stuff, when it was roasted, it burnt tails, you know, all of that dust has to come out. And if you don't get this all out, I said, that's going to go in your dancing tub and it'll get your rice dirty. They'll be inside of there. But you go through the processing of the same rice over and over so many times until you get every hull out. It's nice, and when it's finished, then it's nice and clean. Usually it takes about 2 fanning baskets full in order to put it in your dancing tub.
Well,
Usually a lot of work involved in this, but I said lots of times it's a lot of fun too. There. Now he's going to put it in our dancing tub.
I think you take one more. About 6 hands for you.
A lot of our young people nowadays, I said, they don't tend to listen to the older generation either, you know. But this is the way we was always taught. Dry it out real good first. Not to roast your rice in the evening or anything. You do it whenever it's high noon or something.
Okay.
And if you do it in the evening or you leave it damp, your rice will turn moldy. It won't last very long.
Okay, let's go on the dance. Once
Well,
I usually wear rubber boots. Some say we usually go barefoot, but we don't.
yeah. Well, I imagine the old Indian would wear a pair of moccasins. But I says we use lightweight rubbers. And we usually don't walk all over either whenever we do that. But he did this time. But I said, you do this for, about 10 minutes. You just keep turning your feet over and the rice just continually, you know, moves in the pan. We used to do this a long time ago. We used to have a deeper hole and then dance rice in the hole, you know. But since these new modern pans come out, tubs, we start using those.
We found in here because of the round bottom, we're able to get all the rice. Because we have the wooden tubs. We put on the side. The rice on the bottom, by it being round, we keep on rotating and get all the
Sometimes when they're dancing like this, you have to dance it twice.
No, it ain't.
Okay. Chuck, will you take that out and fan it now?
You got more than half, hold off.
Yeah, okay, we have a little here.
Okay. Okay. Put it in the fanning basket. Yeah. And if there's a nice breeze, usually I said, lots of times you hold that kind of high and a lot of that chaff blows away too.
No breeze right now.
Mm-hmm. You probably on your second dance won't dance on it as long as you do the first time.
Now how far are we going? This year going to be dusty.
Go back there.
What's he doing now?
Oh, after he got through dancing on it, he's fanning it and getting the rest of the chaff out.
That's the second dance.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is the first dance, like I said before, and now this year, whenever they get done with the others, what's in the tub, then they'll dance on this the second time, and then the second time, we'll get rid of all of the hulls. Sometimes, though, I said when you don't get rid of all of the hulls, sometimes you can, if all the dust isn't out, sometimes we run this rice through a screen too. But you'll find out that all the dust is out. Yeah. Is this all emptied now? No, not quite.
One more time.
Can we put that in there so I can do it the second time?
Okay.
Okay. Well, usually after we get done dancing the rice, it usually is awful dusty around the edge, around the dancing tub. So we usually have a bunch of branches like this, and we go like this in order to get all the empty hulls out of the basket so it comes out nice and clean. So we set that aside and we put this back here. So we put the last batch of rice in there. So and then we're ready for the second dancing.
That's not quite all. It's not all the hull. So you got to go to the second dancing to get the rest of it.
I remember years ago when Chuck's dad danced on rice, he used to stand there and dance on the rice and used to sing powwow songs. Yeah.
What are some other stories like that about racing?
Oh, I don't know. It just used to be such a festive occasion for the elderly Indians. I said, we have pictures of our older Indians where we have Emma and Nellie and Chief and Dora. They used to be all together and just such a happy time, you know. Everybody worked together. And I said, it's this year though, when he's dancing on this race, is going to be just a few minutes more. But I said, you danced a rice, I don't know, just about how many times, at least 6 different times you go into fanning stages in order to come out with your rice just nice and clean.
You mentioned your dad sang. Was there a lot more ceremony connected with the whole cast?
They did it for, I think he just enjoyed singing, you know, powwow songs. And everybody would sit around, they'd laugh, they'd tell stories. It's just a happy occasion when they harvest wild rice. Sometimes the old traditional Indian, when they were out harvesting rice on the lake, everybody would holler at each other and have a gay old time out in the lake. And then whenever they used to pick rice, they would pick 3 days at a time. And then maybe on a 3rd or 4th day, they would let their rice rest always on the 3rd day. And then your rice kind of stands right back up, you know. And I said, our modern day Indians today, I said, very seldom will give the rice a rest. But when they give that rice a rest, then that rice will stand right back up again. So I said there was a lot of tricks to wild rice harvesting, and I don't think our modern day Indian knows too much of the procedures. Today I said they don't look at wild rice. They don't stay off the lake whenever it's in blossom stages. And I said, it's just like any other thing. I said, either corn or whatever it is has to have its blossoms. Usually another thing, whenever they roasted rice and whenever they have a big fire there, I said the ladies would go and get some bread and they'd make squaw bread, roasted over the open fire there. So I said, this is such a happy time for us to do that. A lot of people turn to machinery today, and that's something I'm opposed to. Like when you roast the rice over the fire, I said it gives it a flavoring. And I said you find that your rice, whenever it's cooked, it fluffs out so beautiful, you know. So there's a lot of steps and procedures here that goes along with this.
Smile, Jeffrey! You've got it, Marty, you're smiling. Babe.
Amanda. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Mandy. Oh, we shouldn't have even left you in the house. Hi, Amanda. Love Grandma? Huh? Come on. You give Grandma a smile. Come on. Her Indian name is Wabasasanoque.
My heart is right now. Smile. Show your teeth. Show your teeth. Oh, look at that.
That ought to be looking too long.
Here, done now.
Okay.
A lot of dust again. Oh, you gonna put it in the basket again?
Now, after he's done with this rice again, then we put it back in the fanning basket, and then we go into a fanning thing again.
You want it all dumped in that can?
Yeah.
Put some in your basket first, huh? Dusty. Huh?
More dust really take off.
Clean that out. You've got a hole in it.
I see that.
Yeah, let's start putting down.
I'll have to take it to bed and have them weld it for you again.
You got a lot of it down in the hole there.
Usually one of the things the traditional Indian always used to say, they would never let children play around on that dust, because that dust can cause, you know, an itching. And sometimes I said, if there's any holes in the rice, sometimes when there's holes in the rice, lots of times if you eat it, that can lodge in your throat, well, it just makes it real uncomfortable and it's hard to get out. I had a niece at one time was eating rice and there wasn't even hulled, and I said she ate a bunch of it, and I said she couldn't get it out of her throat and everything. To this day she sort of stutters. So you know, it has its, make sure that it's clean before you eat it.
Holes not all.
No hole?
Chuck, bring that up closer so she can get the picture of that on the camera.
I can get it. I can get it.
Okay.
Can you get it closer?
Oh, good,
No holes
good.
on there, no.
See? Real clean.
If you get it too close,
Okay. There. There's your finished product.
That much, yeah. See Uncle over there? You see Uncle? You see Uncle?
Finished.
There.
Ready for bagging.
Yep.
Ready for sale.
That's too bad. I says we didn't have the finished product
And
cooked.
ready to eat.
Yeah.
Right.
Boy.
Here you are, Chuck. Pour it in there. There, she can take a picture of the finished product.
Change it? Yeah, change it. Here inside. Give us some Coke.
oh, wow.
9 foot Coke.
Say bye, Daddy. Oh, does that
Bye.
Yeah.
Say
Bye-bye.
bye-bye to Daddy.
See, all the old folks are going out to eat tomorrow, eh?
Yeah.
But there won't be no feeding tomorrow. Anybody knows that?
Quite a bit in here. Better in bags like this here then.
Change it already?
Really tight, changing a little bit.
How many pounds are in each bag?
2 pounds.
What's rice selling for these days?
Well, we get $5.50, $6.
Don't get away with that dust, Sue.
Profit and all the work that you do and put into the rice.
Well, it is. I mean, usually sell it for, when you sell it green, I mean, you get, it usually average around 60 cents a pound, and if you sell it, when you cure it up, of course, there's a little time involved, but if you
We're on this side,
double
so
it, triple the
by the
money,
dust.
and then at least $5 a pound. I got to fan that some more. That's not all fanned out. That's not all the dust out of it.
We have to get that screen maybe, huh?
Yeah, we'll have to get that screen on the screen.
Run those. We do not
So
get
that's about all we got to show you.
But how about you sit right there and give her a breath? Talk to her, yeah. And right in front of my camera covers, so she talks to it. Oh,
Okay. How long have you you lived here? Have you lived here all your life?
Came here too easy. I got to talk it out.
Oh, I see.
not so good either.
How long have you lived here? On the How long have you lived on the reservation?
It's more than 90 years.
You live here all your life,
yeah,
then, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How was it? How was it way back then when you were a little girl?
Well, back to the Crandon, I born in Crandon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we live. First time, see, we come move in again, stay here.
You stayed here then?
Yeah, stay here. Yeah, we stayed on a long time in Crandon. I remember them houses too. Ain't much white people in it, and today it's gone to a big town.
Yeah, there wasn't much white people in
Yeah,
here then.
just one store, another store, another one post office.
Post
Go
office.
here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's my husband. My husband's father put up a post office.
Your husband's father put up a post office.
Yeah,
Was that
that's
in
why you call him Lake Metongak.
Lake Matonga?
Yeah. Yeah, long time. Long time ago, nobody take care of us. Yeah, no, give us cues or something. Yeah, we all tried to pick out, and my grandpa, he can wear too. No shoes, just wear magazines. Just wear magazines in the winter time, cold too.
I bet
Yeah.
it was,
Yeah. You had a hard time. We poor people in here.
Poor people.
Ever since I remember. Just now, going up now, get something with the other people. See? I know everything. I know. First time the government, he came over here, Crandon, gave him some flour and pork.
And pork.
Yeah. And first we married then, see? Yeah. And over 50 years I got married. See? Yeah. It's first time it happens in white people, see? Ever since next day again, come again. Give us the same thing again. Last time he come, I don't know who come. He gave us in boxes of food, cans. That's why the hop. That's why we get the hop.
Oh, yeah?
Little bit of hop. He called us in the last tribe Indian says, "Oh, he called us here." Yeah. Never think about us, the government. Yeah. It's awful. Now, my grandpa, he hunting. You get to eat something, you kill it, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would they?
Yeah. No flour, no sugar, no coffee, no tea, nothing. Just our own. Pick out my grandpa the food to eat.
You would go out in the woods and you would bring food in?
We stay in the woods too.
Yeah. You stayed in the woods. What did you live in then?
Stay in the woods way over there. They call them Wabigan Lake. That's where we always, my grandpa, could trapping the mushrats. That's why we eat the catch the mushrats. Yeah. Yeah. Apple. I just thinking about it all the time, the way we happen. You know, funny either. I'm just glad of it today. Now I am still living yet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're happy though, ain't you?
Yeah. No hoppers. Nobody hoppers. No. When something happened to people, we do that ourselves. put them away, see? Yeah, nobody know white man the happens. Yeah. Awful. And anyway, we got that rice. That rice. Well, I've been know ever since I was small. That's the lake here.
The rice was there all the time.
Yeah. There's another lake over there. There's another lake over there. Another one again. And the white people spoil it. Pull them up. Pull them up and that rice. Now we didn't pick over there. I just right here, keep it up here. Yeah. That's why we eat in the winter time, save it. Saving it that rice you can eat. And sugar too, maple sugar.
Yeah, maple sugar?
Yeah, maple sugar, use it. Put it in rice. Yeah. So I did do a long time ago. The blueberries, they can dry them in the sun. Just like the raisins today now. Yeah.
You can hear the pop in there now. I mean, that's what we found. The drier your rice is, the easier it is to parch. You can see it's turning color now. The light brown, see it? You always kick it on the side there. Yeah, you're getting that too hot. Huh? Yeah, it's almost about done. See how it's turning there? Oh, that's yeah. See how it pops? See it?
I always put that paddle under my arm until I can.
Yeah. See, it doesn't take too long. When that's
okay.
Real hot like that.
Yeah, well, that's one thing about drying the rice out good. It doesn't take too long.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, let me... You know what I should have done, Susan? I got all of those recipes. All of my rice recipes. Like a book on.
Okay. Okay, now this here procedure goes, maybe you have to turn that 10 or 15 minutes until it gets brown. And of course, then after this here gets the light brown color as you want it, then it's taken out and then we put it in a box and it's ready for dehulling and then they go into the dancing stage then. Yeah, when the fire is hot, and it just does a good job. That's why I really think that drying the rice out on the canvas like that and drying it good. The parching time is really, it doesn't take too long then. Okay, then after this procedure, then we'll go over to the dancing tub.
You want to fan this?
Yeah, we'll have to fan that out first. Okay.
Well, wait till she says when now.
Be a couple of fans, a couple of baskets we'll have to put in there.
Well, isn't that fanned out there?
No, not that. Not in that thing there. He started on it.
Well, just use a little bit and put it in there, that's all. You ready, Dorothy?
There's a lot of stuff that comes out.
Yeah, well, this is the next step that we do. I said, now he's fanning.
You This year it'll take about 10 minutes to get that brown though. Quite a lot of time involved in this wild rice. I mean, you just can't go about in a hurry up way. I mean, if your fire gets too hot, you're gonna, you hear it pop in there now. That's what usually happens. So you just got to keep on stirring it around. The hotter the fire goes, the faster you turn it. But that's one thing about drying out your rice good, and it doesn't take too long to parch. Then it's less parching time, because this year is our method of doing it. I don't know how other people do it, but this year is how we do it. We just don't. Some people just as they take it off from the lake, they put it right in a tub like that and parch it down. It doesn't do the drying procedure. I think is very important.
The rice again, and you see a lot of empty stuff coming out, what wasn't fanned out from before. Also the black stuff, when it was roasted, it burnt tails, you know, all of that dust has to come out. And if you don't get this all out, I said that's going to go in your dancing tub and it'll get your rice dirty. They'll be inside of there. But you go through the processing of this same rice over and over so many times until you get every hull out. It's nice, and when it's finished, then it's nice and clean. Usually it takes about 2 fanning baskets full in order to put it in your dancing tub.
Well,
usually a lot of work involved in this, but I said lots of times it's a lot of fun too.